Mom! Mom! She's back again. Look, she's standing in the room staring at me. Why don't you all believe me? She'll take me away. Mom, there's no one in your room, son. You're imagining things. Just take your medicine and go to sleep. I don't want to take any more medicine. You all keep drugging me to sleep, but she's here, right here. Her entire body is cut and torn in places. Blood is pouring from her eyes. The more I scream, the more she smiles. Look, she's still smiling at me right now. Mom, thinking to herself, I don't know what's happened to my child. Surely some evil spirit is haunting him. I'll go see the big priest today and get a protective thread made for him. Venetia's mother, Maduri, was extremely worried about her son's deteriorating condition. That very day, she visited the big priest and returned home with a sacred thread, tying it around her son's arm. Nobody could understand Venetia's sudden behavioral change. He claimed to see a girl that no one else in the family could see. It was nighttime. Vinesh was resting in his room. Around midnight, Venetia's younger sister, Rinky, felt thirsty and went to the kitchen to get some water. Suddenly, she heard strange noises coming from her brother's room. Alarmed, Rinky rushed to the door but found it locked from the inside. She ran to the window and, to her horror, saw her brother standing on the balcony railing, staring down below. Suddenly, he turned toward his sister. A terrifying smile spread across his face, sending chills down Rinky's spine. Before Rinky could do anything, Vanej jumped off the balcony. For a moment, everything went dark in front of Rinky's eyes. The next moment, a terrifying scream escaped her lips, which brought her parents running. Rinky sat with her head buried in her knees, crying uncontrollably. Between sobs, she pointed to Venetia's room, then broke down once again. Within moments, the entire family knew what had happened to Vanish, and chaos erupted in the house. 3 days later, if only I had taken him to the priest earlier, my son might still be alive today. Stop with your talk of rituals and exorcism. He didn't see any ghost. Your son was mentally ill, and it was his illness that took his life. Understand that well. People like you waste time on witchcraft instead of seeking proper treatment, and when things spiral out of control, you sit and cry. It's my fault too for going along with your beliefs. But what can we do now? What's done is done. Now, Rinka is all we have left. Rinka was only 18 at the time and had witnessed her brother's death with her own eyes. The trauma left a deep mark on her mind. After the incident, she withdrew from everyone, barely speaking or socializing. Day and night, she stayed in her room, immersed in her studies as though she had become obsessed. Rinky, my child, what's done is done. Locking yourself in your room and isolating yourself won't help. You need to get out. Meet your friends. How long will this continue? I want to become a psychiatrist, Mom. I want to help all those people like my brother who suffer from mental illness. I don't want anyone else to lose their life to this disease like he did. 10 years later, through her hard work and dedication, Rinka became a successful psychiatrist. She specifically chose to work in the critical patient care department. Most of her time was spent with critically ill patients. In every mentally ill patient, she saw her brother Vinesh, and she dedicated herself to helping them recover. "Doctor, there's a critical patient. Please hurry," said a nurse. Rinka rushed towards the emergency ward. "I'm not mad. Get out. All of you, get out of here. I told you, I'm not mad. You will all die. One by one, you'll all die. Then you'll see I was right. Look, no one is calling you mad. Just calm down a little. The doctor will be here soon to check on you. There's no need to panic, okay? Just breathe deeply and relax. Death is standing right in front of me and you're telling me to relax? By tonight, she'll take me with her. Call your doctor. Give me as much medicine as you want, but it won't work. Your medicine won't affect her. Doctor, I've never attended a case like this before. This patient is becoming very violent. He just shoved 2 ward boys away all by himself. Look at his condition. Dark circles under his eyes. His body looks like it's drained of blood. He can't even walk 10 steps properly, yet he threw 2 men across the room. Exactly what I'm saying, doctor. I think this case is something else. You're a nurse, right? Stop talking like this. Go and do your job. If you're so into stories, quit the hospital and join a tantric. You tell good tales. After scolding the nurse, Rinky approached the patient. Look, calm down. We aren't gonna do anything to you. Who said you're sick? You're not sick at all. I promise no medicine, no injections, and we won't even admit you to the hospital. Just sit and talk to me for a while. Think of me as a friend. See, I've even taken off my doctor's coat. Can you consider me a friend now? Tell me what's happening to you. I know no one listens to you, but I will. Tell me everything in detail. When did it all start, and how do you feel right now? There's no rush. I'm here with you for as long as you need. Take your time. Rinka's soothing voice calmed the patient, Anuj, for a moment. He sat down on the chair and gulped it down 2 glasses of water from the table in front of him. You're a doctor, so you might not believe me. Even I didn't believe it when I saw my father die in front of me in that road accident. Everyone told me that no one can control death, but I was wrong. Humans can't control death, but she can. And she can make death dance to her will. I don't understand what you're trying to say. Who is she? Who are you talking about? You'll see her soon. You'll see her very soon. What do you mean? Look, just calm down. You're hallucinating. This is a mental illness that can be treated. This is a severe case. But if you listen to me, we can admit you for a few days to start treatment. Admit me. My time has come. She's coming for me tonight, and now it's your turn. Saying this, Anuj slammed the glass on the table, grabbed a sharp shard, and in one swift motion slit his throat, smiling all the while. Blood gushed from his neck, but he kept smiling. In the next moment, he used the same shard to savagely cut and beat his own face. His entire face was covered in blood, but he still stared at Rinka, smiling eerily. In her years of practice, Rinka had never seen so much blood. Seeing Anuj lying in a pool of blood brought back the memory of her brother's death. For a moment, Rinka's vision went dark. Silence and darkness surrounded her. The next moment, in a dim light, she saw her brother, Vinesh, lying in a pool of blood. Trembling, she screamed, "Brother, Vinesh!" The blood-soaked Vinesh opened his eyes and gave her a terrifying smile, making Rinka step back in fear. Suddenly, the nurse and ward boys rushed in, terrified at the sight of blood-soaked Anuj. "Doctor, are you all right? He didn't attack you, did he?" "No, I'm fine, don't worry." But Rinka couldn't stop thinking about the event that had just unfolded. Anuj's and Vinesh's blood-stained, smiling faces kept flashing before her eyes, making her feel extremely uneasy. Unable to contain herself, Rinka left the hospital and headed straight home. After having a cup of coffee, she went straight to bed. A short while later, she heard the sound of the doorbell. Rinka opened the door only to find a small envelope with no name or address on it. Strange. Rinka opened the envelope, and what she found inside made her freeze. Inside were several photos, and what she saw made her heart race. The first picture was of her patient Anuj, the second was of her brother Vinesh, and the third was of herself. The common thing in all the photos was that all their faces were badly mutilated, yet they were all smiling. Aside from these 3 photos, there was a 4th one, but Rinka didn't recognize the person in it. Despite being a psychologist, Rinka felt her hands and feet grow cold with fear. She rubbed her hands together and went to the fridge to get some milk for another cup of coffee. As she looked at her reflection in the fridge door, she noticed something unusual. A figure appeared behind her in the reflection.